Hi everyone, we are Terrabeasts. So what is a Terrabeast? So imagine Tamagotchi plus understanding what the food you eat and the carbon footprint it provides. So it's an education app as well as a gaming app as well as making it real every day. So why? So the protein choices that you make are actually very significant. So depending on whether you eat beef or chicken or soy, it really impacts what your carbon footprint is. So now I'm going to turn it over and do the demo.
Okay, so we have built a iPhone app. So anybody had Tamagotchi when they're young? Yay! All right, Laura doesn't know because she's too young. So basically, Tamagotchi is a digital pet that you can grow. And in this case, we're going to grow it by feeding the food that you eat by taking a photo of it. And so this is the screen. And then everybody has their own little Terrabeast and it's hatching. And then hi! Yay! So say hi to your Terrabeast. Yay! So it's gonna hang around, and when it's about mealtime, it's gonna say it's hungry because it knows you're eating, and it wants to eat too. So you can feed it by taking a photo of your food. So let's see how we can do it. We can do it by clicking the little button here, right? And so we're having lentil soup. And so it's gonna come and eat the lentil soup with you. And so in this case, it figures out that lentil soup has a 54 carbon index footprint. So it's pretty good, actually. So let's feed it salmon this time. And let's see what the salmon is gonna be, okay. Hopefully it's good. Oh, it's 1,200 MB. This is really high. I mean, it's really healthy, but it's really high. So it's not good. What's happening? It grew, it evolved. Okay. So, right. So I'll take you through how it evolves. So it evolves by feeding the food that you eat, by sending a photo. So it go from egg to baby, and then based on how much carbon footprint your food is, it can turn into 3 different paths, and then furthermore, it can grow to 6 different paths based on if it's a meat or vegetarian. And so Tim is going to talk about, Aoife's going to talk about analytics.
So we'll have different analytics, and what we wanted to do is we saw a lot of stats around countries versus cities versus and then versus your friends. So that's some of the analytics that we'll provide to users. So how, Tim?
Yeah. So far so good, right? It sounds fun, and how we do that? One big difference between the regular video games and Terrabeasts is that we are actually putting the data from you, yes, you, the players. So everyone loves selfies, right? Taking photos of your food, lunch, dinner, breakfast, whatever. So we make use of that data and pass it to Clarify, and also put the data, say the score of the carbon footprint from Eat Low Carbon, and we use all this information to determine which monster you will get, or Terrabeast. So here is a quick demo how it do it, say, on the back end. So basically, you're gonna, yep. Do you need some salmon?
Oh, no, it's good.
All right, so how we do is that you can choose whatever you have for dinner, lunch, and then we pass it, we are uploading to the Clarify server, and then we put out the information from there so that you will know how good or bad it is to the environment.
So we will eventually add in
some social media so that we can use the hashtag instead of taking pictures. So we'll put the information automatically from all sources. It's easier for you to use it in the future.
So Q&A, thank you.
So you guys, in my mind, are missing like the one big major, thank you, input source, MyFitnessPal. I would love to see you guys integrate. So I'm an awful cook, and anything I cook is going to come out looking nothing like what it's supposed to. So I worry that an AI algorithm based on visual will struggle, and that's operator error, but that's fine. I love this dashboard, by the way. And so I'd love to see you guys integrate with MyFitnessPal because you get a more granular input, but then you have someone else taking a lot of the pressure of the back end off of you guys and a lot of the pressure of the identification off. They've already figured that out, but it just pulls that in automatically and lets you guys kind of do your work on the fun side of it. So think about that.
I love the idea. I mean, it's something we talked about, which is we wanted to add recipes eventually and nutritional stats and steps, but in terms of beta, like this is, but I love the idea. It's great. Yeah. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think in this context, like simple is way better, than trying to add in a bunch of additional features. The dashboard to me, and this is getting into the weeds, but the dashboard to me seems to kind of break the experience from the Tamagotchi-like experience of like raising the the animal. Anyway, something to think about as you continue to iterate on this. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we have some other ideas like the leaderboard for the world. Say, for example, we can launch some challenges around the world, like see which city is the best to do it, say, in terms of having dinner, lunch, and how they do to impact the environments. Is it New York City good or bad eating pizza? Actually, pizza is not that bad in terms of, say, yeah, surprisingly. So we can do that, and it's more involving. It can become like a social phenomenon, you know what I mean? So that everyone can join easily. Everyone has a smartphone nowadays.
Another idea would be, it would be really cool if we could kind of do a geotagged version of the game. For example, if we're thinking about the carbon footprint, transportation, we never, think about like unpackaging things, like how they contribute to that. So if you're eating salmon in, I don't know, Seattle versus if you're eating salmon in the middle of the country, the numbers could change. So it'd be cool to kind of integrate that as well. There is a struggle between like informing and just keeping it simple as a game too, but I appreciate that you incorporated both in it. And I think the little devil guy is so cute. I would eat the worst food just to get that guy at the end. So, but he's adorable. Yeah.
Well, apparently the worst food has the best carbon.
Right, well, I meant like the worst carbon footprint just to get the little dude. So cute. But yeah, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Danger.
Right.
So first thing is you guys should team up with Gas Genie, right, and get some augmented reality in there so people can get to choose their products, right? That'd be awesome. I love this. You mentioned Eat Low Carbon was the site. Where do they get their data from? Are they with affiliated with an NGO?
There's a huge organization that's behind the data that all they do is collect data and update
because I know the Environmental Working Group has done studies in the past, and I'm not sure how much they do with data sources or anything like that and what they provide, but I was just curious where that data came from.
I think they're affiliated with Bon Appetit, and they look at the 8 greenhouse gases and do a like CO2 emissions, like equivalent emissions calculation. So we can definitely, I would love to partner with them more.
That's awesome. And last thing is just a suggestion. The characters are so adorable. I would love to have them as like stickers that I could put on my pictures on like Instagram or whatever.
Yeah,
Do.
we would love that.
Who was the artist for that? 'Cause, oh, beautiful, so cute. Yeah.
So cute. So, thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Thank you very much.